coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon, with all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Time is racing towards silver homes arise. Heed my every order, and you might survive. You're unsuited for the rage of war, so pack up, go home, you're through. How could I make a man out of you? We must be swift as a coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon, with all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We must be swift as a coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon, with all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of, mysterious as the dark side of, mysterious as the dark.
Hello! Okay, so that's all done now. Basically been grinding the ever-loving Christ out of these things. Essentially got some new members and everything else, so figured that was a good way to start as any. So you probably don't need this thing anymore. There we are. So yeah, Lance here is all the way up to 9 movement already. He can friggin' fly all over the place. All the rest of these guys are doing much better. Essentially got some new members, so we got Sans over here, we got Luca Blight over here, who actually is going to keep using that sword. They're going to be the Sword Fairy. Only need the most psychotic of murderers for this team. And then we have Kung Fury. Essentially we just needed some new blood in here. Eventually I'm planning to have a team of about 20 of these things, kind of towards the a few fights into Chapter 2. Just because as soon as we get to Astoria and all the split battles start, there's gonna be casualties. It's not even a question. There's basically just no way to afford that many healing items to essentially keep that fight from turning into an absolute slaughter. So we're gonna definitely take some losses there. We're definitely gonna take some losses once we get to well, it's a friggin' invading heaven and all that, but you know, we'll do as we do. But let's go ahead and how much are these things? Yay! Can afford 2 whole heals. So yeah, a little bit broke at the moment on account of, you know, all this hiring going on. But alright, let's move on. So this is Rana. It's, in my opinion, the first kind of gatekeeper fight. There's kind of 3 sections that are bound to give you some casualties at least. Rana's one of them. It's the aerial fight. Or, is Ariel? What the hell's her name again? It is Ariel. Okay. We have come to steal your forks. But, yeah. So, this is one of them. There's Astoria, and then there's the Heaven Invasion. Alright. Best case scenario here, I'm hoping to, you know, hopefully not take too many losses. With any luck, Ariel will just stay up there, and I can get at least 4 past their line here. I believe a lot of them have their missiles at this point. That should be something. Once again, just like all the other pieces, this one just sounds much nicer when it's sped up. Give you guys some basic armor at least. Not that it'll do much. Hang on a minute. Did I deploy Dummy? Dummy does not need to be deployed. Now let's put Kung Fury in there. I've been watching, was rewatching Kung Fury recently. Oh man, it's so good. So, by the way, if you You've seen Kung Fury and you're thinking, man, how can I get more of this? There's a show by the name of Danger 5. It's still on Netflix, to my knowledge. Oh, Mosquito, how are you still not... Apparently Mosquito needs one more level. Whatever, Mosquito's gonna be the smart one. I don't know if that Necklace of Resist actually interferes with their ability to use their missile or not, but we'll find out. If it does, that would be a very useful training tool. Also, as far as I'm aware, one of only 2 weapon poses in the entire game there. Alright, so here's the deal, and what makes this a problem. These friggin' octopi are insta-kills. Friggin' fairies are just gonna be annoying the whole time, and all of these will essentially be putting people to sleep. With pretty decent accuracy at that point. Alright, there is one item over here, I believe. I don't remember if there's one over here. But I believe there's a Fire Drake sword over here, if I recall. So we're gonna go ahead and have Denim going around on collection duty. Nope, I guess we got a magic seed instead. Oh well. But, yeah, everyone's pretty well over-leveled, but, you know, it is how it is. Even with being over-leveled, there's a very high chance of just instant death here. And yeah, what I'm gonna do is just spread everyone out as much as possible and only go for aerial, if possible. Provided that turns out to be a bit of a problem, pretty much idea is end her within 2 rounds. If that's not possible, then I'll pull everyone back and try the missile strategy. And then, yeah, if that doesn't work, we're pretty much screwed, but that's kind of the idea here. Just because it's going to take 2 rounds for them to start charging up lullabies, and that's the point at which we're going to start running into issues. So, yeah. Had our little training montage. That was just the very last of it. All these new guys started off at level 1, as they all will. Unfortunately, that also means they're pretty much all going to get Bogus Hero eventually. Such is life. So unfortunately, they're pretty much incapable of doing crits, especially since many of them are going to be getting Bogus Hero and Don Quixote, so unless they get Miracle, they... which a lot of them did, to be fair, but still. They're basically going a very long way to hopefully get a basic crit going. Now, if they're able to reach Ariel before she's able to hit the water, that'll be ideal. There we go. Lance should be able to reach her next round. And Fireball, almost. This is what I like about a turn-based system. You don't have to worry about whether or not your movements will cause any kind of further delay down the line. Thankfully, because of being overleveled, their hit and evasion rates are preposterously high. These guys will catch up very quickly, though. Beast goes over here. And that one right away. Usually I won't overlevel this hard. It's just in this case, they kinda need it just to be able to survive. Because yeah, even overleveled parties, I've definitely lost several units in this fight before. Usually it tends to be either Alos or Floros that ends up biting it here. Not sure why. I think it's because I always tend to lead with those two. And yeah, these guys tend to level up, so as soon as they start leveling up, end them. I was very tempted to go get the AOT theme for this, but we're gonna save that for Astoria. Charging the walls, frickin' fairies. Alright, Steve. You need to beef up. Be the beef, Steve. Be the beef. Been ordered to never let Steve die, so... He's gonna be kind of watching it from the sidelines for this one. He's gonna go for those back flanks, as a leader should, I guess. Alright, no big whoop there. Although those 40s... Yeah, that's the thing. As soon as they hit the water, they become crazy strong. I really like the way that they did the balance... Oh, crap. I was gonna say, I really like the way they did the balance for mermaids here. Because essentially they're pretty much no threat on land, but as soon as they hit the water, oh my god, they're gonna wreck your frickin' face. So yeah, he was doing 170s in training. Oh, there we go. He's doing 170s in training, now he's barely able to do 50. While over-leveled. And how much does this do? It's passable. Alright, Fairy Assault Squad is happening. Unfortunately, she went one tile farther than I thought she would. So... No, why doesn't Kung Fury back off here? Go punch this one. Wow. Why is that so low? Is it a heavily armored one? Something more than the others. I don't know. That's strange. Moving on. Let's see what Mosquito can do. No, Mosquito doesn't have one either. Alright, Mosquito's gonna heal this one then. Still have no definitive answer on whether Divine Spirit or Helpful Spirit or whatever the hell that healing perk is actually affects their heal move. Alright. Alright, with any luck, we won't take any casualties, and she'll be dead next round. Well, not dead so much as injured, but she's not allowed to join anyway, so might as well be dead. Now if I can get one more missile off on her, and then she gets countered by lands... It's not gonna happen, because she's not gonna go up point blank, but I'm just saying theoretically, that would allow for a situation where she would just be crippled. And there we go. Actually, come to think of it, Yulissa does not actually have it now. I was gonna say, if Yulissa had the range, that'd be something, but no. But yeah, so that's the entire party being used to essentially take down one unit. Alright, well, we're gonna need to do that 2 rounds in a row, apparently. Hopefully she doesn't murder the hell out of a bunch of them. Oh, Octopus, that's a poor choice. I punch it so hard that it doesn't even matter that it's a beast unit. Yeah, I think whips are definitely the way to go. Still kind of deciding here and there, but whips definitely feel like the eventual end game for these guys. Especially if I can get beast whips down the line. The leather ones won't do much. Beast whips are just basically chain whips, so I don't know why they call them beast whips, but whatever. Maybe they're beastly. There we go, I think we got out of it without any casualties. That is not what I would have expected, I'll be honest. Yeah, these guys get quite a lot of uses of this, actually. Friggin' going full, America on aerial here. What happened? They came out with all sorts of glowy machine guns. Took over the mermaids. Turned them into seafood. They just opened up a friggin' Popeyes and what used to be their base. There we go, that's the fight. It should be anyway. No? Alright, Kung Fury. I was sworn that this one was one of the ones where she just had to be lowered to low health, but finish her. She can't be part of the team anyway. Got the wrong set of messed up anatomy. Yeah, you know you've overleveled when you end up getting 1 XP from killing off a boss. Yeah, that's totally not implied rape or anything. Yeah, you know what? This would make a lot more sense on the other route. Now it's like a billion different cutscenes in a row, so we're just gonna skip the hell out of this. There won't be any other choices up until Ariel asks to join afterwards, so we can just skip through it. This music always kind of reminds me of the Game Boy, like the early Game Boy Zelda games. Those are really good, like Oracle of Ages and Seasons. Freaking awesome. Honestly, of that entire series, I think those two are hands down my favorite. Which I'm pretty sure is equivalent to friggin' Blasphemy in some cases. Also, there we go, armor actually working. I kinda doubt they would have had equivalent losses, but oh well. Although, actually, they do set that up pretty well, because most of the mermaids that died are on land. Most of the knights that died are on the shore. Or floating in the water, which, how are they doing that in armor, but who knows. Mysteries. Mysteries, mysteries, mysteries. Okay, so... I guess now that they all have missile, the beach dragon fight shouldn't be too bad. I don't know why it says Yordla is next, because I kinda needed to go to Celia next. Whatever. I love that they use the same shop, like she doesn't have a shop set up underwater or whatever. She bothers to have a counter and all that stuff. So this is the next store upgrade, I believe. As much as I'd like to get some better armor, we're gonna go for healing items instead. You can get mermaids here if you're an idiot. And yeah. There we go, that's that part. So now we're just gonna go hire friggin' Ariel. Foreshadowing. Well, they tried to anyway. No, you actually were absolutely right. Could have just walked away. Yeah. It's like, oh, okay, don't want to pressure you or whatever. I will totally kill you if you ever go back on your word. Passive-aggressive much? Oh well, anyway, see you next time.